Hello everyone, it's James from Keeping It Anime, and today we're talking episode 12 of the We Never Learn anime series. So, in this episode we get some great character development, classic comedy that just makes you laugh like crazy, and some brilliant, superb animation. And quite honestly guys, this anime episode of We Never Learn, it flowed really nicely. So we start off with the whole kind of awkward situation that Urika and Uraka have put themselves into, especially after Uraka denying the fact that Urika is the guy that she likes. Between the two of them, even when studying on their own, it's very awkward. They don't know how to hold a conversation with each other, so they turn to the one person who has been shown to us as to have the most advice in situations like this. And that person is Furuhashi. She's there to help again, and the way that she does help leads to some great comedy. So, after the whole realization from Furuhashi that the whole my friend of a friend is asking because he's having trouble with his friend or person being really thin and weak at this point, Furuhashi agrees to help both Yuiga and Uraka at the same time. Because she feels like for Uraka, it would affect her studies, and for Yuiga, she just wants to help him out. So then she puts on a disguise. Now, the disguise for this episode was actually really nicely designed. I really did like it, and they did play on the comedy a bit, like they have Furuhashi having bags on her head, she's got glasses, and she stuffed herself with six extra pads on the chest area. Which, the joke where they thought they heard Furuhashi's voice when Yuiga and Uraka turn around, and then they just kind of looked behind them and went, nah, not Fumino. We know why. They didn't exactly say it, but it's heavily implied the reason. And, that little bit of comedy there, mixed with all the other bits of comedy and awkwardness in this first half of the episode, just made it so much more fun. It was meant to be quite serious because obviously these two characters need to interact and need to connect with each other again, those being Uraka and Yuiga. But the fact that every time Furuhashi suggested a conversation, it backfired because it brought up an embarrassing moment that happened in the series so far. For example, talking about the shrine that's nearby. What happened at the shrine? Well, in previous episodes, Uraka basically went there with Yuiga, it started to rain, and then Yuiga started having weird thoughts because of the outfit she was wearing. Awkward. Let's talk about a friend that they both know. Azumi Koinami is the subject at hand. And well, you know what happened there, guys? It rained a lot, clothes got soaked through, and yeah, Yuiga saw stuff he shouldn't have. Awkward. So basically everything that Furuhashi was suggesting didn't work. Apart from the last thing, which was by pure accident. Basically an interruption from Sekijo saves the day in this situation because this causes Furuhashi to basically mistext. She texts Sekijo the reply that is meant to go to Uraka, and then the reply that's meant to go to Sekijo goes to Yuiga. Okay, fine. However, this does prompt Yuiga to tell Uraka that her hairstyle makes her look cute. And this kind of builds the relationship back up between them, making it less awkward for them two to hold a conversation. And you know what? I was laughing throughout the entirety of this segment of the episode. It was really fun, and I did like the comedy aspect. I know they were trying to kind of fix something that was meant to be broken, but come on. These two characters were never going to be at odds for any more than half an episode. And another thing that came out of this segment that I really did enjoy was the fact that we get a little bit more insight into Furuhashi and her feelings towards Yuiga. If you remember a couple of episodes ago, Azumi Koinami basically said, you wouldn't be prying into the fact that me and Yuiga are pretending to be boyfriend and girlfriend if you didn't have feelings for Yuiga yourself, right? And Furuhashi flat out basically said, no, that's not true. You don't understand the situation. But in the end of this, basically, Furuhashi hears Yuiga tell Uraka that she's cute because of her hairstyle change, so Furuhashi is rocking a ponytail. And she's trying to get Yuiga's attention with that. So it's good to see her character going after her own feelings, even though she doesn't want to admit it. So technically, by that respect, she does have a bit of development. Anyway, just when you thought the antics couldn't get any crazier, we dive straight into part 2 of this episode. And we also dive into some great character developments and traits for Uraka as a character. Yes, those dive puns are meant to be said. She's a swimmer. So, this does focus on Uraka again, and basically, the whole team, swim club, is doing a competition. It's said to be their last one before they graduate from school. And thanks to a misstart from Ikeda, basically, Team Uraka are forced to be disqualified. So they don't win. They were on track for winning, but hey, mistakes happen. And let's just say one last thing about this sort of swimming segment bit. The animation really did go up in quality. Like, if you look at these, the animation and art style that goes into them is very detailed and precise. And I really did like it, but at the same time, it's like, why can't the whole episode be like that? I know because of budget restraints and everything like that, but come on. Make these, like, still images look really nice. You can do that with everything else. But nevertheless, the animation has been brilliant up to this point as well. But what am I getting at? Why do I bring this up? Well, because this shows off Uraka's sort of leadership skills and traits, because Akira is very upset. Everybody on the team is upset because, you know, they lost. And the only one that's actually keeping herself together for the team is Uraka. And she says you can cry and be frustrated, you're meant to be, to Akira. But she says as long as you learn from your mistakes and you get back up and you carry on, then, that's all that really matters. And that's a really good message to just have with everything that you go for. Like Yuiga said in a couple of episodes ago, who's to say a can't will always be a can't. Brilliant. I love it when they add those little type of things into the episode. Things that would actually apply to real life situations. So then, everyone's upset, even Uraka's upset, but Yuiga is there to help her. And this is where we go down memory lane. Flashback time. Yep, they go to the school, their old middle school. How they get in, I don't know. But somehow it's unlocked in the middle of the night, so they can just go in and do whatever they like. Okay? And basically, we keep learning more and more about Uraka as a character and where her kind of affection for Yuiga comes from. And it's also noted and told to us that she wanted to quit swimming after a big loss in this, while attending this school. And it's thanks to Yuiga being envious of her talent and the fact that she can be so serious about something and he can't, is, what sparks a kind of passion inside of her to carry on and pursue swimming as a career. And you know what? That little bit of insight for a character is really good. So the episode does end with some comedy. It's a comedy series and it's not meant to take itself too seriously as at times. And this was, one of those moments. Yuiga is still feeling like he needs to make Uraka happy and cheer her up. Basically volunteers to become her confession partner when confessing her feelings, so that when she finally tells the person that she wants to, she would have had practice. And guys, come on, I don't need to say why this would be funny when being directed at Uraka as a character. We all know that she likes Yuiga. We all know that she gets crazy and, hyperactive in these type of situations. And she tries to counter Yuiga by saying, look, call me by my first name, and, you won't do that because that's impossible. So I'll never do what you just suggested because that's impossible too. But Yuiga basically calls her bluff and calls her by her first name. He calls her Uraka. And she just goes absolutely crazy. Her mind goes blank and she gets all dizzy. And you know what? It's a really nice thing because she does actually confess her feelings in this part. She does say, Uraka, I've really liked you for a long time, and all of that. And Uraka's just so oblivious and so kind of dumb to the fact, and he's just like, good job, but next time, don't use my name, use his name. And it's like, oh, come on, take a hint, guy. And you know what? It's all good, because, you know what, they make you laugh again, and the way that this episode ended, I really did like, because we end with Uraka calling her Uraka one last time, and she basically goes under the water, because they're both inside a swimming pool at this point, and you just hear the bubbling effects of her being so embarrassed she can't be seen. Absolutely brilliant. Overall, this episode had some amazing character development for Uraka as a character. Personally speaking, I didn't really like her as a character before this, but this episode has changed my opinion on her because of it. I now like this character a little bit more, not as much as all the other characters in this series, but she is up there, you know, and slowly getting more and more respect from me, really. I want to know what you guys think, though. Has this episode changed your mind on Uraka as a character, or have you always enjoyed her character? Honestly, I do like the fact that they've made her kind of lose the whole silliness and goofiness in this episode, and made her a bit more serious and showed that she's reliable and strong and, you know, she can be a good leader at times. That's something I do like that they've shown in this episode. Animation, I've already said the animation for the swimming scene was really good, but overall, even in the first half of this episode, the animation was on point. And there was nothing in this episode that I could really say was horrible. So, there's that. And all throughout, we had some amazing scenes that were just beautifully animated. Great job on that department. Sound effects and, you know, music, again, always great, always good. I love the bubbling effects at the end, great. Splashing effects, everything paired nicely with what it was supposed to do. So overall, guys, if you want an episode that would make you laugh, because you need a bit of enjoyment, a bit of laughter, then by all means go and watch this episode. If you like Uraka as a character and you want to see more from her, this episode is perfect for you. So with that out of the way, guys, I'm going to end the review here. Let me know all your thoughts down below. If you've enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new so you never miss a video from me. And until next time, I hope you have an amazing day. And, well, keep it anime. I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.